Welcome back, everyone. This is a Nomad game. We're looking at the opponent, our opponents right now. This is a 4v4 team random map. Here I am in blue. I am the Koreans. When I'm not playing Bulgarians, I'm playing Koreans, particularly on Nomad maps. Why do I like the Koreans? Well, the Koreans have extra line of sight, which allows you to spot enemy town centers on Nomad where starting positions are unpredictable. Yeah, I know this is nasty, but hey, it's a competitive game. I'm going to take every competitive advantage I can. So the Korean villager 6 line of sight, I believe it is, double the regular villager, is extremely useful. For scouting, you can see here the effect of this 6 line of sight. So this villager here builds a dock. And what I'm doing here is I'm basically giving a low elo, below 1,000 elo build order for a Korean archer rush, which is what I'm going for in this game. For those who have not tuned into previous episodes, Melly Bean is my forever teammate. We play all our games together. Battle Pony in gray and Wild in green. They got matched to us in the matchmaking service for this 4v4 Nomad game. Melly Bean and I communicate over TeamSpeak on a local LAN server, and we communicate with the rest of our team over just over chat inside the game. So I found my starting town center location. I like to be near gold, stone, wood. I've made the mistake in the past of just dropping down my town center and then trying to find gold later, only to find that I have to compete with my opponents for that gold. That's a terrible place to be in. You want to be quick about dropping down your town center, otherwise you are lagging in terms of villager production. However, you also want to be careful not to drop down your town center between two opponents. In 2v2 team random maps, I have been sandwiched between two opponents in the past, and as a consequence, I have lost the game because I couldn't take on both of them at once. So I'm always very careful to look around before I drop down a town center. So the purpose of the dock is to get out fishing ships. Now, it's going to be difficult to get out fishing ships really quickly because you have no wood income initially. Your wood goes towards the town center, the dock, and a house. Actually, 2 houses is what you want. That's all your wood. So you need to get onto wood. It's actually good to have your town center near a wood line so that you can get wood income fairly consistent because you don't have wood for a lumber camp initially. So I put this villager, I retasked this villager to this wood line because it's a less walking distance from the town center. You still need to get onto food. So the ideal order would be that you get onto food to sustain villager production, and then you get onto wood. Now, there are people like Hera and I'm not sure who else does build orders for Nomad. They're who you should go to know the exact breakdown of where to put your villagers. But generally speaking, loosely speaking, 6 on food to sustain villager production, 6 on wood to sustain fishing ship and house production. In the early game, you should probably play some games distributing between wood and food. That's not what I'm going to showcase here. This is, again, a below 1,000 elo game. My 1v1 elo at the time of this recording is about 900 elo, and my team random map elo is about 720, mostly a factor of the fact that I play with Melly Bean constantly, and she's probably around 300, 400 elo. All right, so Gray is pointing out where they are. Actually, I'm not seeing the flare show up on the map, but he's indicating he's basically indicating here where you can see Purple's town center is inside the dark. You wouldn't see this in the game. This is just an artifact of Capture Age. I'm saying I'm going to rush red. So red is nearest to me. I found them at the beginning of the game while scouting around. And I know their town center is being built here. because of proximity, they're who I'm going to rush. I've got an ally up to the north here in green, and then Melly Bean is here to the southeast, or I guess east, depending on how you define your directions. No fishing ships coming out yet. You can see I've got another house coming down. I have 6 on food, the boar, and I've got 6 on wood now. So that's the breakdown I was talking about. 6 on wood, 6 on food. Let's take a look at resources quickly. So I'm waiting for that 75 wood to begin fishing ship production. Oh, there we go. So I've got my first fishing ship coming out now. And the idea is to sustain fishing ship production. I made a mistake in this game. I didn't keep fishing ship production going. So I lagged behind a little bit. You can see this fishing ship goes to the nearest fish. I try not to fish shore fish. I believe collection rates are faster for offshore fish like that. Here I'm luring a boar. I also picked up someone's llama. The Incas, so yellow's llama must have been scouting, and I found that. So I got some extra food there. So this is my second boar now. We are at 10, almost 11 minutes game time. I'm at 18 pop. And we will go up at about 20 pop. So let's speed forward a little bit here. All right, 21, 22. I take it back. We go up late because fishing ship production happens as well. This ends up being more reminiscent of a fast castle build when playing Nomad. Gray is already going up. Battle Pony here. He's got 5 fishing ships. He has got, looks like all his villagers are on wood here. Oh, I take it back. We've got 3 on deer. And we've got another 6 on berries. So he's got 9 on food. The rest are on wood. Let's see his breakdown. You can see everyone's headed to feudal now here. We've got purple headed to feudal. This Sean Woolley. We have got Lord Stirfry headed to feudal. We have got Sweet Mask headed to feudal. Sweet Mask is in red here. Now I say going feudal. So I'm actually late here, right? I'm one of the last ones to go feudal. We have Melly Bean, who is not quite going feudal yet. We have Green, who's behind me. Everyone else is ahead of me going to feudal. So when I talk about an archer rush, this is a slow archer rush. Let's take a look at Green. We have 4 on fish. We have 3 on forage. So we got 1 luring boar. Seems like a late lure, but... And then that'll be 8 on boar. And we have 8 on wood. Is he on fish? He's got 1 fishing ship. Melly Bean, 3 fishing ships. And we have 3 on deer. We have 6 on food, or berries. We have 1 on farms. We have 6 on wood, 10 on wood. All right. Lots of people hitting feudal. I'm still not in feudal yet. So I'm kind of lagging behind. When you're rushing, you kind of want to be one of the, you want to be early to feudal. But I'm late, but it still works out fine. So first things first, I'm dropping down an archery range. I got my barracks up on the way up to feudal. And I also am getting down a blacksmith. Basically, except for these 4 on food, I have everyone on wood, gold. The Koreans get a discount on their archers. They cost something like 13 wood. We're going to take a look here when we get a chance. But it's still 50 gold for every archer. So it's a gold intensive unit to create. So you want a fair number of villagers on gold if you're going to do an archer rush. All right, everyone's up to feudal. And we've got some archers coming out. I guess we can't check the cost of archers here. I believe it's 50 gold. And we keep on doing fishing ship production. Again, I actually didn't keep up constant fishing ship production, but I tend to only make about 7 to 9 fishing ships in a Nomad game, and that sustains me okay. It's not wrong to have more, but you don't want to overinvest in water in case you lose water. I do have a fire in queue as well to defend my fish and then attack enemy fish. But thus far, I don't see enemy docks, so it would be a blind search for enemy docks. Keeping my archers garrisoned for a reason, and that is if I have their gather point set elsewhere, I can reveal my plans ahead of time, and they can counter me with skirmishers. All right, red is headed to Castle Age here. I'm planning to rush red, right? That's not good. You want to rush before your opponent has an opportunity to get to the next stage. That can be a problem. He could get out knights, other things that out-tech your units. I'm solidly in feudal here. Actually, it looks like I could advance almost immediately here. I've got 1,000 food, 400 gold. Gray is trying to do his own archer rush on purple here, this Sean Woolley. So let's take a look at this archer rush. This is a late archer rush. This is 21 minute. It's not even a rush at this point. I'm just going archers at this point. Red is half up to Castle Age now, so let's skip ahead. All right. I decide it's time to move forward. And I'm putting down a second archer range because it's just taking too long to get the archers out. So the best strategy I find with an archer rush before Castle Age is to keep your archers obviously outside the range of the town center, but surround the town center to force the villagers towards the town center. Now, they could tower, and if they tower, that can be a problem, unless you can stand right at the base of the tower. So we took out the gold miners. Now we're moving ahead. We're looking for any other eco or straggler villagers. Here we've got a villager who's building a barracks. Now we missed our opportunity there. It's good to take him off wood though, and just the threat of my archers here takes him off of wood. Let's take off Fog of War here so we can see what's going on. All right, so he's off wood here, but he's on wood here, right? Not good enough. Also, he's got a good fishing eco going. Lots of fish. Lots of fish. That's something I didn't even know about, right? In fact, he's putting down another town center. This is something I was completely unaware of. Very interesting. This is what I see, right? I don't know he's got a second town center. It's news to me. I'm just rewatching this after playing the game. I did not know he had a second town center. All right. He's off gold. That's important. He's off wood over here. I'm Castle Age now, though. All right. The way Nomad is played, if you're building, creating fishing ships and villagers, you tend to have a lot of food income. You can move up to Castle Age a lot faster. Or not faster, but the way your build works, you don't spend a ton of time in Feudal Age. And you can see I've invested quite heavily in archers here. All right. Gray's having trouble, right? He's got skirmishers from Lord Stirfry coming in. He's got skirmishers from Sean Woolley coming in. They have countered his archer rush, right? And now he's in trouble. His eco is being harmed. He's confined to staying underneath his town center. And because these guys are heavily armored, they can basically just stand there and cause trouble. I'm up to crossbow. I have got thumb ring in, and I believe I will have ballistics in. I don't see a university, so maybe that's premature. I don't have ballistics quite yet. Yeah, we have Bodkin Arrow in, right? Koreans get archer armor for free, so I didn't have to pay for that. That's nice. So now he's trying to drop a castle, right? To defend against my archers. So I'm trying to take out his villagers, but I realize he's going to get the castle up quickly, so I'm willing to dive under the town center. I'm taking damage, but it's important to stop him from getting this castle up. This is critical. And you can see I'm taking him all out. I'm taking out his builders. Is it going to go up? Well, no. There. He just resigned. He's done. Sweet Mask is done. It's interesting. Second town center, doesn't matter. So now that red's out, that was my first goal. That's the only real enemy I had near me. Now I can refocus. Gray is not doing great. Gray has got Gray Battle Pony has got Lord Stir Fry right here with our skirmishers, and we got archers up here as well as more skirmishers from Sean Woolley. So not, he's not doing too great here. We've got well upgraded crossbows with range upgrades as well as armor. So feudal age skirmishers aren't going to do a whole lot. All right. So he's happy now. He does point out, hey, listen, there's still some more skirmishers down here. And so I head down south to take out Lord Stir-Fry's skirmishers. At this point, the writing is on the wall. We have 2,600, 2,100, 1,900, and 1,900 for Team Melly Bean. My team, right? And for the opponent, we have Lord Stir-Fry at just shy of 2,100. Then we've got 1,900 here for CR Tyra Ronside. And then Sean Woolley's down at about 1,900. So now I take out these archers and the game's over. Lord Stir-Fry's out. Their top player is done. Sean Woolley is done. And we've got CRT Ira on side, and he'll be out momentarily. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Take a look at statistics. Military. So that's massing archers right there. Castle Age came in there. So this is a 2 archery range massing of archers without conscription. Resources collected. Okay. The reason that's possible is resources collected are good here. But you can see we've got Gray, who suffered from the rush, whose resources dropped off. We have Red, who was competing with the top players, right? There's myself. There's Lord Stir-Fry. There's Battle Pony and Sweet Mask, all competing for top spot there. There's a definite grouping of player skill levels here. But when you get rushed and you lose your eco, you lag behind. So Sweet Mask lagged behind in red here and resigned, which was probably the right decision. And yeah, let's look at technology. Not interesting. All right, I like to look at this as a line chart in actual value. Villager production. Here's the advantage to getting your town center done early. We've got gray and orange, who outpace the rest of us in terms of villager production. And actually yellow, kind of near the end, is outpacing everyone in terms of villager production. However, when all your teammates have resigned, it doesn't matter how many villagers you've got. Now you're 4v1, so probably the right decision to resign. We started late, right? We're over here. So sometimes a late start on Nomad is okay if you've picked a good location and you have a good plan. So that was Korean Archer Rush on Nomad. Team random map 4v4 at about 700 elo. These elos are actually a little bit all over the place. So you can see here 731 for myself, 759 for Battle Pony. Wild is at 681. Mellybean at 743. 679, 713, 676, 712. So that gives you an idea of skill level. Obviously, 1v1 elos can vary quite a bit from these elos. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.